Good afternoon. Welcome back to field number 2 here at the Palmasola Softball Complex in Bradenton, Florida. It's day number 2 of the regular season of the 2025 FGCL. And today's second game here on field number 2, it'll be the DeSoto Queens taking on the Manatee Impact. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon for the second of 3 games here on field 2. We just saw a 9-2 victory for the Finns over the Circus, and we'll cap things off with the Rodeo and the Aquanauts coming up later on this afternoon. Here is the starting lineup for the DeSoto Queens and their head coach Presley Pylon, as the Queens are 1-0 on the year. They got the 5-1 victory over the Impact yesterday on opening day. Leading things off is the left fielder Sophia Grillo. Natalia Colon, the second baseman, will bat second. Batting third is Julia Desiderio, the first baseman. Amaya Doyle, third base, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Taya Charlton, the right fielder. Carissa Howell, center field, batting sixth. Batting seventh is the catcher, Anna Land. Jemiah Byram, shortstop, batting eighth. Batting ninth is Bella Ruggiero, the designated player, and the extra hitter is Sav Lewis. She'll bat 10th. In the circle for the Impact is the right-handed freshman from Miami, Ohio, Shelby Krieger. And the first pitch bounces in for ball 1, and we are underway. Krieger went 3 innings yesterday for the Impact. Gave up 1 hit and 2 runs that were both earned. She walked 4 and struck out 2. Sophia Grillo leading things off for the Queens yesterday. Was 0 for 2 with a couple of walks and a run scored. Krieger still looking to find the strike zone here to start things off in the first inning. Defensively for the Impact, Madlock in left, Towery in center, Pekin right, Carter at third, Lang at short, George at second, Montalvo at first, with Nolte behind the plate catching Krieger, Ellison Rucker, the DP, and the extra hitters. That's a leadoff walk for Sophia Grillo to start things off for the Queens. 88 degrees at first pitch, sunny skies. We have a breeze that's blowing in, not too bad. Talia Drake, Cologne will bunt the first pitch foul for strike 1. Cologne yesterday was over 2 with a run scored on a hit by pitch. Over on field 1, final score over there in the first game was also 9-2. The Sea Cows over the Pioneers. Coming up in just a few minutes as they get the field turned over on field 1, it'll be the Skeeters and the Slice. Keep you up to date on that one as it gets underway. Back to Krieger, who's not able to make the stop, and that'll be an infield single for Cologne. And the Queens in business to start things off. Runners on first and second with nobody out. That brings up Julia Desiderio, right-handed hitting first baseman for the Queens. Desiderio did not get an at-bat yesterday for DeSoto. Early on, runners on first and second with nobody out. to the backstop. And both runners advance on the wild pitch. One, waved that and missed. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Krieger, the freshman in 2025 at Miami, Ohio, from Rootstown, Ohio, in the circle. Lines that one foul. For the Redhawks this year, had a 10.83 ERA and 21 1/3 innings pitched. 33 hits, 43 runs, 33 earned. She walked 23, struck out 9, and an 0-4 record for Miami, Ohio. Issues the walk there, and the bases are loaded with nobody out on a walk, 2 walks and a single. Redhawks still champions of the MAC. They went to the Knoxville Regional. Amaya Doyle steps in. The first pitch is in there for a called strike. Doyle was hit by a pitch in her lone plate appearance yesterday. Big RBI opportunity early on for Doyle. That's hard hit ball. That's through for a base hit. 1 run will come in to score. Here comes the second run. She will score as well. And that's a 2 RBI single for Amaya Doyle. And the Queens are on the board quickly. It's 2-0. Now Doyle is caught between first and second. The tag will be applied, but the 3rd run will come in to score. So Grillo and Cologne score on the 2 RBI single. And then Doyle is out on the rundown trying to advance to second, but that allows Desiderio to come in to score on the throw. I said 9-3-4-3. 9-3-4-3 on the putout of Doyle. But it was heads-up base running, and it's now 3-0. Three 3-0. Queens with the lead. Bases clear with 1 out. Taya Charlton is the batter. Took the first pitch for a strike. Hands down the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Charlton yesterday in the leadoff spot with 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Had the game-winning RBI on a 2-run homer. She also had a single and a walk in that ball game. Player of the game was Charlton. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch bounces in for ball 4 after getting ahead in the count 0-2. Krieger ends up walking Charlton. So now runner on first, 1 out for Carissa Howell. Yesterday was 1 for 2 with a run scored, single, a couple of walks. Went too far around on a swing and stealing second. Ahead of the throw is Charlton. That one bounces in. That hit both the plate and the catcher. And that will allow Charlton to move to third on the wild pitch. Now the 2-2. Fouled off. After the off day tomorrow, the Impact will take on the Sea Cows on Monday on Field 1 at 9:30. It'll be the Queens and the Rodeo here on Field 2 at 2:30. That one's lifted to shallow center field. On the run, unable to make the diving catch is Towery. Coming in the score on the RBI single is Charlton. And it's now 4-0 Queens. We'll bring up the catcher, Anna Land. First pitch to Land misses for ball 1. Land was 0 for 1 with a walk yesterday. He did not pull the bunt back in time. It's a strike. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the first. Queens have jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Popped up in foul ground, and it will get out of play. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fly ball, shallow right, charging in and making a nice catch is Peak. There's 2 away. George tried to get a beat on that one, but the ball just kept on carrying, and good job by the right fielder charging in to make that catch for out number 2. Jemiah Byram grounds the first pitch she sees to third. Stop made by Carter. And the throw for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Queens jump out in this game as they get 4 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. We played a half inning. It's Queens 4, Impact coming to bat. This is the FGCL. Four nothing Queens as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Here is the starting lineup for the Manatee Impact. 0-1 on the year under head coach Ashley Prangy. Leading things off is Taryn Madlock, the left fielder. Skylar Rucker, extra hitter, batting second. Batting third is the designated player, Taylor Ellis. Ella Carter will play third and bat fourth. Batting fifth is Kennedy Lang, the shortstop. Megan Towery, center fielder, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Chloe Montalvo, the first baseman. Batting eighth is Addison Swink, the second baseman. Catching batting ninth, Cameron Nolte, and the right fielder, Kinsley Peak, will bat 10th. They're facing in the circle for the Queens, right-handed freshman out of North Iowa Area Community College, Ella Brooks. First pitch misses for ball 1 to Taryn Madlock. Brooks making her debut in the circle for the Queens here this season. As that one's popped up on the third base side. The catch is made by Doyle for out number 1. The defensive alignment for the Queens: Grillo in left, Howell in center, Charlton in right. As Skylar Rucker steps in, the first pitch to her is a called strike. Doyle at third, Byram at short, Cologne at second, Desiderio at first with Land behind the plate, catching Brooks, Ruggiero and Lewis, the DP and extra hitter. Oh, and 2 now to count on Rucker. Rucker yesterday was 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Spoils that one foul, stays alive, no balls and 2 strikes. Brooks at North Iowa Area Community College in 2025. Did not appear in the circle. Hudson, Wisconsin native. That one's a fly ball to center field on the run, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Never stopping and sliding in safely is Rucker with a hustle double. Howell tried to track that one down and couldn't quite get there. And the 1-out double puts a runner on as the Impact tried to answer back after the Queens put up a 4 spot in the top of the first. So 1 out runner on second for the designated player, Taylor Ellis. First pitch to her is fouled away for strike 1. Ellis was 0 for 1 in yesterday's game. Two balls and a strike. That one's well struck to deep center field, but ranging back to make the catch is Howell. Tagging up from second and sliding in. Would have been a close play, but Doyle wasn't able to catch it cleanly. Safely there is Rucker, and there's now 2 away. Now with 2 outs and a runner on third, the third baseman Ella Carter will step in. Carter 0 for 3 yesterday. That one's fouled off. That one dropped in too low. 2 balls and a strike. Rucker standing on third. It's a ground ball to second. Stop made by Cologne. The throw's in time for out number 3 to retire the side. Impact get a runner to third, but can't get her in. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played an inning. It's Queens 4, Impact nothing. This is the FGCL. 4-0 Queens as we head to the top of the second inning, and we've had a few changes for the Impact to tell you about. Bella Ruggiero will lead things off. And the first pitch, ground ball to first, a stop made by Montalvo. She'll step on the bag for out number 1. New catcher is Emma George, and the new pitcher for the Impact is Lily Parrish. First pitch outside for ball 1 to Sav Lewis. Shelby Krager went an inning, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs that were all earned. She walked 3, did not record a strikeout. Lily Parrish got the start yesterday for the Impact, went 4, gave up 3 hits and 3 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and she took the loss in the 5-1 Queens victory. That one hits the outside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sav Lewis. Lewis was 0 for 3 yesterday with a sacrifice bunt. Parrish out of the University of North Carolina. Called strike 3. That one backdoors in for a called strike, and there's 2 gone. They're now underway over on field 1 between the Skeeters and the Slice. We'll keep you up to date on that one as it gets going. And we go back to the top of the order. Sophia Grillo. First pitch is a called strike. Grillo walked and scored in the first. Ground ball to first. The stop made by Montalvo. She'll step on the bag for out number 3 to retire the side. So the Queens go down in order here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We move to the bottom of the second inning. Still 4-0 Queens. This is the FTCL. Five, 6, 7 due up for the Impact here in the second as the Queens lead at 4-0. Kenny Lang will start things off. First pitch is right in there for a called strike. Lang yesterday was 0 for 1 with a walk, and she scored the lone run of the ball game for the Impact. Just misses, a little outside, 1 and 2. Counts full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the payoff. Ground ball to third. Stop made by Doyle. The throw is in there to get the out. Thought the throw might have pulled Desiderio off the bag, but the out was called. There's one away, and that brings up Megan Towery. First pitch misses, 4 ball 1. Towery yesterday was 0 for 1 with a walk. Hard hit ball through for a base hit into center field. And a single for Megan Towery. Gives the Impact a runner here with 1 away. Chloe Montalvo now the batter. The first pitch to her is outside for ball 1. Montalvo yesterday 1 for 1 with a single. Her lone plate appearance. That single was one of only 2 hits in the ball game for the Impact yesterday. That's right in there for a strike, 2 and 1. One is a fly ball to right. Charlton settles underneath it. She'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Two out now for the second baseman, Addison Swink. Swink yesterday struck out in her lone plate appearance. Went too far around on that check swing with a called strike. Called strike 3. Hit the outside corner, and that'll do it for the Impact here in the second. No runs on a hit, no errors, and one left. We've played 2, still 4-0. Queens with the lead. This is the FGCL. Natalia Colon, the batter, to start things off here in the third inning. The Queens lead at 4-0. 2-3-4. Due up for the Queens. Colon singled and scored her first time. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Parrish, her second strikeout in relief. Starting things off for the Queens. Emily Desiderio now the batter. First pitch is fouled away for strike one. Desiderio walked and scored her first time. Desiderio, a junior in 2025 at South Carolina, and is in the transfer portal from Hudson, Florida. I believe has 2 years of eligibility remaining after not playing in 2025. Ground ball to short. Stop made. The throw is wild. Desiderio reaches on the E6. And that will bring up the third baseman, Amaya Doyle. Doyle had a 2 RBI single her first time up, and then intentionally got herself caught up in a rundown to allow a third run to score. First pitch, called strike. Doyle, a Tennessee Lady Vol, a freshman in 2025. Was number 5 in the extra Elite 100 national rankings after her senior year in high school. Was 8 of 55 with 9 RBIs, 3 homers, a double, and 8 runs scored for the Lady Vols, as that one's fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes. Tennessee, a national semifinalist. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got her jammed inside for the K, and there's 2 gone. So now 2 outs, runner on first for the right fielder, Ty Charlton. Charlton walked and scored her first time. Swings and misses there for strike 1. Back-to-back SEC in the lineup for the Queens. Lady Vol of Doyle, followed by the Bulldog from Georgia, Ty Charlton. A freshman in 2025 from Lynchburg, Virginia. Charlton was 5 of 25 with 2 RBIs, a homer, and 5 runs scored for Tony Baldwin's squad in 2025. That one's inside, 2-1. Ground ball through for a base hit in the left. Past the diving Carter at third. And Charlton keeps the inning alive and keeps the hot start to the 2025 FGCL season going. With the base knock, runners now on first and second. With 2 outs for the center fielder, Carissa Howell. Howell had an RBI single her first time. First pitch misses for ball one. Now a sophomore in 2025 at Liberty from Lakeland, Florida. Liberty, of course, pulled off the upset over the #1 seeded Texas A&M Aggies in College Station to reach Super Regional play. Dr. Dot, the head coach of the Liberty Flames, also the head coach of the Florida Vibe. Right here in Bradenton. Right in there for a strike, 3-1. Saw limited action for the Flames this past year, was 1 for 4. The 3-1. This is inside for ball 4. That'll load the bases with 2 outs. It's another opportunity here for the Queens to really blow this one open with a 4-0 lead here in the top of the third. And Anna Land, the batter. She had a fly out her first time. First pitch. Low for ball 1. Land, a freshman at Georgia Military College in 2025, where she had a very good season. At Georgia Military this year, batted .377 with 33 RBIs, 8 homers, and 14 doubles at a .420 OBP. Swings and misses there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bases loaded. One, 2. That's a slow roller to third. Carter makes the stop, and the throw dug out by Montalvo for out number 3. And Parrish dances out of danger here in the third. No runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 3 runners left on. We move to the bottom of the third inning. Still 4-0 Queens. This is the FGCL. Cameron Nolte leading things off for the Impact here in the third. Queens with the 4-0 lead. The first pitch is fouled away for strike one. Nolte was 0 for 1 in her lone plate appearance yesterday for Manatee. Fouls that one off. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes. Apologies, this is Emma George at the plate. She came in as a defensive replacement after the first inning catching. That's a fly ball, shallow left center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. So a single for Emma George. Gets the leadoff man on for the Impact here in the third. Now bring up Kinsley Peak, the right fielder. First pitch to Peak is a fly ball to the left. There to make the catch is Grillo. No tag, and there's one gone. We go back to top of the order. And Taryn Madlock. Madlock, a sophomore in 2025 at UTSA. Slaps this one back to the pitcher. Thought about going to 2, but the throw is in time to Desiderio to get the runner at first. George is the second. There's now 2 gone. That brings up Skylar Rucker. She doubled her first time. Back-to-back Roadrunners in the lineup. Rucker was a freshman at UTSA in 2025. Down the count now 0-2. For the Roadrunners this past season, she batted .282 with 13 RBIs, 6 doubles, 30 runs scored, a .384 OBP for Van Suderman squad. Popped up, foul ground. It will hit up against the backstop. We'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on second. Impact trying to cut into this 4-0 Queens lead. Fly ball, foul ground, left-hand side. It will fall foul. We'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. Another fly ball to left on the run, a diving attempt by Grillo, but it will fall foul. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update over on Field 1. They're in the bottom of the second, and the Slice have a 7-0 lead over the Skeeters, as Bradenton looks to take both games of that season opening series over the Skeeters. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got over the rise, high and tight, and that'll do it for the Impact here in the third. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 3. The Queens lead at 4-0. This is the FGCL. Four 4-0 Queens as we head to the 4th inning. Jamira Byram leading things off for the Queens here in the 4th. Fouls the first pitch back for strike 1. Byram's 0 for 1, grounded out her first time. Lily Parrish now out for her 3rd inning of work. She's the second pitcher of the game for the Impact. That one's line, and that's going to get down and get all the way to the wall. Byram will dig for second, and she'll stand up there with a leadoff double, starting things off here in the 4th. Parrish in 2 innings of relief. He's given up 2 hits, no runs. She's walked 1 and struck out 3. First pitch to Bella Ruggiero is low for ball 1. Ruggiero grounded out her first time. With a line drive, that's down for a base hit into right. Rounding third is Byram. She will score ahead of the throw. Taking second on the throw is going to be Ruggiero. And the Queens on back-to-back hits now lead at 5-0. So an RBI single for Ruggiero, taking second on the throw. Makes it 5-0 for Sav Lewis, the extra hitter. First pitch is a called strike. Lewis, in 2025, a sophomore at Salt Lake Community College, looking for a new home at a 4-year institution. That bunt is down, Carter has it. We'll have to hurry. The throw is going to be in time to get the first out of the inning. Runner moves to third on the sac bunt. Was trying to reach on the base hit. We'll get the sacrifice, and we go back to the top of the order. Sophia Grillo steps in. First pitch to her. Misses for ball one. Grillo walked and scored in the first and grounded out in the second. Grillo, a South Carolina Gamecock in 2025, and is in the transfer portal. Gamecocks had a great season in 2025, getting the number 8 national seed, making it to super regional play. And Gamecocks were 1 out away from claiming that Columbia Super Regional before UCLA came back, got the walk-off in Game 2, and won Game 3 to head to the Women's College World Series. That one's fouled off. We'll do it again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner on third. Queens trying to add to the 5-0 lead as we play here in the fourth. DeSoto had 4 runs in the first inning and then nothing since until the RBI single by Bella Ruggiero here in this inning, and she stands on third. Grillo hammers that one foul. Too far out in front. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Game 3 of the day here on Field 2 will be the Aquanauts and the Rodeo. We'll have it for you. Scheduled for a 2:30 Eastern Time first pitch. Chase that one in the dirt for strike 3. We'll throw down to first, keeping an eye on Ruggiero at third, and there's 2 gone. Talia Colon is the batter now. She'll step in, 1 for 2 on the day. Single and scored in the first, struck out in the third. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Swung on and missed, and the ball bounces out of the glove and all the way to the backstop of George, and coming in to score on the pass ball is Ruggiero. And it's now 6-0. Two runs in the inning. Base is now clear with 2 outs. And the Queens up 6-0. Called strike 3, hits the outside corner, and that'll do it for the Queens here in the 4th, but they add to their lead as they get 2 runs on 2 hits. There are no errors and nobody left. We move to the bottom of the 4th, 6-0 Queens. This is the FGCL. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. 6-0 Queens with the lead. Taylor Ellis to lead things off for the Impact. First pitch to her is high for ball 1, and that's a new pitcher in for the Queens. Ella Brooks will give way to Caitlin Cochran. Righty out of UCF. Ella Brooks went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Also, there's a new left fielder for the Queens, Ava Blakely, now out and left. Ground ball to third. Doyle makes a stop in the throw, and there's one gone. They'll bring up Ella Carter. Carter's 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time. Cochran yesterday in the circle for the Queens. First pitch is a strike. Went 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run of his earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ground out and a strikeout. Now 2 outs for Kennedy Lang, the shortstop. 0 for 1 with the ground out. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. playing, a freshman in 2025 at Lenore Rhine from Roanoke, Virginia. Called strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th. Two hits the outside corner for a called strike 3. And Caitlin Cochran sits down the impact in order here in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We played 4, 6-0 Queens. This is the FGCL. First pitch, Julia Desiderio results in a ground out, and there's quickly one away here in the top of the 5th inning. It's 6-0 Queens. And that brings up Amaya Doyle, third baseman, 1 for 2. 2 RBI single back in the 1st and a strikeout in the 3rd. First pitch swinging again. Another ground out, and quickly there's 2 gone. One change out in the field for the impact here in this inning. Rucker is your new left fielder, replacing Madlock. First pitch swung on and missed by Taya Charlton. She's 1 for 1. She singled back in the 3rd, walked and scored in the 1st. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul back. Do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line drive to third, knocked down by Carter, and the throw is off the mark. And taking second on the wild throw is going to be Carl Charlton. So that'll be a single, and then the E5 allowing the runner to reach second. So a 2-for-2 day for Charlton. She's been on base 3 times. And Carissa Howell steps in. Oh, the first pitch to her comes in and hits her on the leg. So very quickly, after 2 quick outs, a single, an error, and a hit by pitch. Got to put runners on first and second with 2 outs and a chance for the Queens to add to the 6-0 lead and possibly get the game toward an early conclusion. First pitch is swung on and missed by Anna Land for strike 1. Land's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground down. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up in foul ground and hits up against the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On 2, swing and a miss. Strike 3, got her with a rise, and that'll do it for the Queens here in the 5th. They threatened but did not add to their lead. 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 left. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 6-0 Queens. This is the FGCL. Megan Towery leading things off for the Impact here in the 5th at 6-0 Queens. First pitch misses for ball 1. Towery singled back in the 2nd. 1 for 1 on the day. Towery, a sophomore in 2025 at Wofford and is in the transfer portal. He's on the all-freshman team in the conference in 2024. The 3-1, fouled away. And the count's full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Towery draws the leadoff walk here in the 5th. Ringing up the first baseman, Chloe Montalvo. She's 0 for 1 with a flyout. Montalvo, a junior in 2025 at Stony Brook and is in the transfer portal. It's fouled away, 1 ball, 1 strike. From Matawan, New Jersey is Montalvo. Saw limited action for Stony Brook this past season, was 1 for 8. Swings and misses there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update over on Field 1. They're going to the bottom of the 4th, and the Slice have an 8-3 lead over the Skeeters. Just missed a touch outside. Count moves to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. Ground ball just fouled down the first base line. And this is low inside for ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Towery and Montalvo. There's runners on first and second with nobody out. For the second baseman, Addison Swink. Swink struck out her first time, back in the second. Pulls back the bunt, takes a called strike. Swink, a freshman in 2025 at Belmont, from just down the road in Tampa, Plant High School. Got an RBI and 11 runs scored for the Bruins this past year. Swing and a miss, strike three.
Swink down on strikes for the first out of the inning. And nice job by Caitlin Cochran coming back after the back-to-back walks to get the K.
We'll bring up Emma George. She singled her first time.
First pitch is in there for a called strike.
George, a freshman at Eastern Florida State this past season. At Eastern Florida State this past year, batted .268 with 30 RBIs, 14 doubles, 27 runs scored with 312 OBP. Tries some outdoor game after Aubrey Monroe.
Called strike, 2-2.
A 2-2.
Too far inside, and the count's full.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Impact trying to get on the board and cut into the 6-0 lead for the Queens as we play here in the home half of the 5th inning. Fly ball to deep second. Ranging back and making the catch is Cologne on the grass for out number 2. So 2 outs, runners on first and second for Kinsley Peak, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out.
First pitch right in there for a called strike.
Peak, a freshman in 2025 at Winthrop. He's in the transfer portal from Forest, Virginia. 0 for 6 with 4 runs scored for Winthrop this past year. One ball, 1 strike. Hits the outside corner, 1-2. Caitlin Cochran trying to get out of danger here after walking the first 2 batters of the inning. She's got a strikeout and a pop out since. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and she does it. Peak down on strikes, and the threat for the Impact goes by the wayside. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. We played 5, 6-0 Queens. This is the FGCL. Kirsten Amua leading things off for the Queens, hitting her first at-bat of the ball game. Facing Shelby Krager, who's re-entered the ball game. She got the start and went the first inning. Lily Parrish came in relief, went 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. She walked 1, did not record a strikeout. But pitched well in relief. Krager, in the first inning, gave up 3 hits and 4 runs, all earned, with 3 walks. And Amua draws the walk to start things off here in the 6th. We'll bring up as a player, Bella Ruggiero. 1 for 2. RBI single and scored back in the 4th. Also for the Impact, Nolte, who's the starting pitcher, re-enters the ball game, and she's back behind the plate, catching Krieger. That one bounces in and bounces away.
Wild pitch moves Amua to second.
The 2-2 pitch. Low and away, and it bounces away once again.
Well, wild pitches have moved the runner
Off of the walk, now to third base. Here comes a payoff pitch to Rosario. That's lined up the middle, and that's going to get down for a base hit. RBI single for the Florida State Seminole, and it is now 7-0.
Queens with the lead. Second RBI of the day for Ruggiero. First pitch to Sav Lewis is fouled away for strike 1. Ruggiero on first.
That bunt is down, and it will be foul. That one spun just into foul territory down the first base line and settled into a footprint.
To stay foul.
The 0-2 is reached out and slapped right in front of home plate. The throw is going to be in time to get Lewis.
We'll move Ruggiero over a second. On the 2-3 ground out, and there's one away. Ava Blakely will get her first at-bat of the ball game. She entered the game
A couple innings ago defensively, replacing Sophia Grillo. Blakely was 0 for 3 yesterday. Pops that one foul. The 0-2. Another foul ball. Blakely lines that one through for a base hit into center field. Jerry around third, come in to score.
And the RBI from Ava Blakely makes it now 8-0 Queens here in the sixth. First pitch is a called strike. To Natalia Colon. Colon 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Grounded foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a run rule final over on field 1. The Slice knock off the Skeeters 12-3. Getting ready for their final game of the day. That one's low, taking off and stealing second is Blakely. That one just missed, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out with a runner on second. Final game of the day over on field 1 will be the River Mocs and the Squeeze. That's popped up on the infield. Ranging over, tracking it down is Swink for out number 2. Julia Desiderio will be the batter. First pitch to her, fouled away for strike 1. Desiderio 0 for 2 on the day, walked and scored in the first, reached on air in the third, grounded out in the fifth. Fouls that one away. Counts even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Queens lead at 8-0 here in the top of the sixth. So the Impact will have to score at least 1 in the home half of the sixth to play a 7th. As it stands right now, Queens are trying to make that even tougher. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Desiderio down on strikes. And that'll do it for the Queens here in the sixth. For DeSoto here in the sixth inning, they get 2 runs on 2 hits. There are no errors and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Last chance for the Impact. It's 8-0 Queens. This is the FGCL.
8-0 Queens as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to Taryn Madlock is a called strike. Top of the order due up for the impact here in this bottom of the 6th inning. They have to score at least 1 run to play a 7th. Kaylin Cochran back out for her 3rd inning of work in the circle for the Queens. Madlock's 0 for 2 with a foul out and a ground out. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. Madlock down on strikes, and there's 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Now bring up Skylar Rucker, the extra hitters, 1 for 2. She doubled back in the 1st inning. Struck out in the 3rd. First pitch just misses outside for ball 1. Foul back, 1-1. Called strike on the outside edge, 2-2. Another 2-2. Another foul ball.
is fouled away. Quite a battle here between Skylar Rucker and Caitlin Cochran. Another 3-2. That one's popped up on the infield in foul ground now, ranging over is Doyle at third to make the catch for out number 2. And now the Impact are down to their final out. Cameron Nolte will be the batter. She came back in to catch last inning. The first pitch is high for ball 1. Called strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chased their eyes. And the Impact now down to their final strike. It's a little out, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nolte was fooled, and that will do it for the Impact here in the 6th, and for the ball game. Your final score: Queens 8, Impact nothing in 6 innings. For the Impact here in the 6th, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. With the win, the Queens improve to 2-0. The Impact fall to 0-2. For the Queens, 8 runs on 9 hits. They did not commit an error, and they left 7 runners on. For the Impact, no runs on 3 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 5 runners on base.
Yeah, remember 8-0.
Once again, your final score in 6 innings: Queens 8, Impact nothing. Coming up next here on field number 2 is the final game of the day, with the Aquanauts taking on the Rodeo. Scheduled for a 2:30 first pitch, and that's when it will happen. And we'll have it for you right here. For everyone here at the FGCL, I'm Tom Canterbury. Talk to you again in roughly 30 minutes for the final game of the day here in the FGCL.